What's going on, world? It's your boy Rip back with another episode of Wednesday Wisdom. It's actually our final episode for 2016. When I originally started up this series, I was going to go through the end of the year, but the end of the year is here now, and I decided to continue going through 2017. But I'll only be doing it on the first Wednesday of every month. I got a very busy year coming up. Coming up to the completion of my new album, so I'll be very busy in the new year working on my new album and prepping it for its release, and doing everything I got to release that album. So I'm going to be giving a lot of my energy and efforts to my new album, which is Trinity. It'll be out in 2017. So because of that, I'm cutting down my weekly episodes of Wednesday Wisdom. I'll only be doing it once a month. That'll be the first Wednesday of every month. With that said, this week's topic is going to be when you can't change others, change yourself. I actually just got back from my family's house for Christmas. I spent Christmas out at my family's house, and I probably had, honestly, one of the best Christmases I can ever remember having. And it was just a very fun, memorable moment, and I enjoyed my time with my family. And I actually didn't want it to end, to be honest. You know, I kind of found it hard to finally have to leave and come home. And I think that was the first time, because usually when I go back for holidays and stuff with my family, it's usually filled with anxiety, or, you know, I look for not that I look forward to leaving, but, you know, I do kind of just want to get home. But for some reason, this last Christmas, it was very rewarding, very fulfilling. It was a very fun time. I enjoyed my time with my family. There was no drama. And it was just, like I said, probably one of the best Christmases I ever enjoyed. And I got to thinking, like, why was it so good? You know what I mean? Why was the Christmas so good? And usually, you know, I go home for holidays and I'm like, you know, oh, my one brother, he should do this with his life. He needs to stop partying so much. He's too old for that stuff. And my other brother should be doing this with his life. And, you know, he should be spending his money this way, or doing this with his life, or doing this different. And with my mom, I'm usually like, I wish my mom wouldn't drink so much, or she wouldn't do this so much, or whatever. And this last Christmas, I got to thinking, you know, nothing really changed. You know, my family's the same. They're all the same pretty much. And I'm like, the only thing that's different or really changed was me. And so then I remembered when it was dinner time, it was time to say grace. And usually my brother says it, and he was like, I want you to say grace, Josh. You're the one that's done the most, that's had the most spiritual growth this last year.
I prefer if you do the grace this year, because I feel like you've had the most spiritual growth, and I think that you would be an excellent candidate.
So he told me that, and I was like, it's true. You know, I've been growing a lot, and I've been going through a lot of things the last year or so of my life. And that's when it dawned on me. It wasn't necessarily my family or the situation or the circumstances that changed. It was myself, my own heart, the way I look at things. And for those that don't know, I've been really growing in my spirituality this last year. I've been becoming closer to God. I've been strengthening my faith. I've been spending more time praying and spending time in the Word. So I've been developing my character and been trying to be more Christ-like. And those who know, and, you know, I talked about last week's episode, you know, when you strive to be like Christ, that's really when you start to thrive in life, because you have a different outlook on things. And that's just basically the point that I wanted to hit home with you guys to end this new year. I know a lot of people are in situations in their life where they're fed up, or they're tired of the same old, and they're with somebody that, you know, they may not be very happy with, or they might be in a situation or relationship or family relationships that they're just fed up. And I urge you to really take a step back and enter those situations with more love and compassion. You know, try to learn the teachings of Christ, and, you know, all the things that he teaches: forgiveness, patience, tolerance, unconditional love, ridding yourself of your ego, ridding yourself of your pride. So many things that he teaches, where it really gives you an outlook on life that's more patient, more loving. And when you have that outlook in life, I'm telling you, things change, and you're able to accept people it really changes your outlook on things, and it changes the way you are receptive to the situations, and it's just it's a really good way to go. I mean, you can't lose. I'm telling you, you can't lose. I mean, God will never steer you wrong. So that's just something to ponder. Take a step back and try viewing that situation from another standpoint, another view, another set of eyes, another perspective. Try working on yourself and try to be more understanding, more accepting, and change yourself when you can't change others. Because that's the only thing you have control over is yourself and your own happiness. You don't have control over other people, their actions, what they do. You have control over yourself. And that's what happened to me when I went home for Christmas. I went with a renewed spirit, a renewed heart, a renewed sense of lots of things. And in turn, I was really able to enjoy myself finally with my family for the holidays. So I'll leave you guys with that. And I hope my videos influenced you this year. And I look forward to bringing you some new ones on the first Wednesday of every month next year in 2017. I hope you guys have a great new year. And make sure you guys stick with me. I got a lot of new things coming up in the new year. New videos, a new album. Make sure you check out my third studio album, Trinity, which will be dropping in 2017. That's what I'll be dedicating all my time to from this point forward. And I just wish you all the best in the new year. Thanks for rocking with me all these years. I truly appreciate you guys, those who are still rocking with me and tuning in. I love y'all from the bottom of my heart. Have a great new year. God bless.